Assalamu alaikum and greetings, humans. Today is still the 10th of Ramadan. As you can see, I'm still wearing my same outfit from the last video. It's actually only 15 seconds later, and I'll just upload this on a different day. Whatever, that's what happens when you make a couple of videos at once. Deal with it. Okay, so the second one is, so I said the first one, if you haven't checked that out, check it out. That's getting comfortable in your new Muslim skin, right? This second one is the changes that I made, or I am changing. Okay, so as a new Muslim, or even somebody who is thinking about Islam, you may feel pressured to throw everything away and start over, right? You may feel like your skinny jeans have to go in the trash today. Your shorts have to go in the trash today. No more short sleeve shorts. You have to get all abayas. You have to wear hijab. You have to wear niqab, and you just have to be. You have to be on 10 from the get-go, and that's not practical. Okay, everything is a process. So to kind of share that information with you, share my process with you in hopes of being inspirational, or just to show you how another human being has done it, right? So I started, I'm not gonna tell you my whole conversion story. I feel like that would be useful, but I'm not. As I said in the previous video, I practiced Islam for almost a year before I converted, right? Or said my Shahada. So for that year, I spent learning. I spent watching lectures and listening to lectures and reading Quran and all that different stuff, right? The things that people do when they're interested in something. Googling the questions that I had, and then, taking that information and running with it. So is also a filler word, just like, don't let me trick you. So, I thought that, Islam might be for me. So for me, when I think anything might be for me, I test it out for a while, right? I tested it. I bought a few different headscarves. Really, they were just like pashminas, or just like, long rectangular scarves. Things that I thought were pretty, things that had nice patterns, things that people wouldn't question me about if I wore them. So I started out, just kind of like covering my head like this. And I still kind of wear my hijab like this from time to time, right? And then just like tying it on the side. And that was it. It was cute, it covered my hair, and it was a way for me to test out, this whole modesty thing. I didn't throw away my shorter clothes. I didn't throw away my shorts. I didn't throw away my shorter skirts. I didn't throw away my tank tops or my t-shirts or anything. I just added to my wardrobe. So like I grabbed a couple of long sleeve cardigans that hit me like not at my waist, but right below my hip. You know what length cardigan I'm talking about, right? And so I just added a few things to my wardrobe that I could use to like convert things into things that I could wear. So I got like one pair of like those sleeves that you put on underneath, and then you can put a t-shirt on over it, and then it's like, yay, modesty. So I did that for a few, and then eventually, it was a process. So like that first year, I threw nothing away, except the things that I needed to throw away, stuff with holes. Okay, and when I said I threw stuff away, I mean I put it in like a Goodwill donation bag or something like that. So that was that first year, right? When I went to Portland to do research for 3 months, I knew more or less that I would never see any of those humans ever again. So I was like, let me try out this hijab thing. So I walked around like this for a few months, and I kind of liked it. And I learned different things about hijab, like it's not just, this cloth on your head, it's how you act. And so I changed how I behaved a bit. And then when I came back to Atlanta after those 3 months to finish up my senior year, it was almost easier. I mean, it was way hotter in Atlanta than it ever got in Portland. SubhanAllah, Atlanta's a hot place, but I still kind of felt more comfortable being modest because I had tested it out, right? I didn't feel like uncovering my hair a whole bunch. And when I did uncover my hair, I really wore it back in like ponytails or in braids or something like that. Like I had natural hair and it was big and green, and I drew a lot of attention with it, but I didn't feel like drawing attention to myself anymore like that. In fact, it started to make me feel a little uncomfortable to have attention. And my favorite comment I ever got while I had green hair was somebody saying, "Some stranger just walking by, he was like, 'You're the prettiest mermaid I've ever seen.'" And I was like, "Look at this stuff. Isn't it neat?" Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Little Mermaid. But I slowly made changes. I stopped wearing, my short skirts or shorts that only came down to mid-thigh. I started wearing, skirts that covered my knee. And then I started to buy a few maxi skirts. And I bought an abaya to test it out. It was black and it was nice, mashallah, but like, I like black. It's one of my favorite colors, but I don't want to wear head to toe black. It was so difficult, so hot, and I just felt like a ghost. Like, not a ghost, but like a shadow. And so when I moved to Chicago, it was difficult for me in Atlanta because people knew me from before I was thinking about it, right? They knew me as, the mermaid, the girl with, cute clothes and all that different stuff. And even when let's be honest, I didn't really dress that cute. I was a college student dressed more or less like a bum half the time. A cute bum, but a bum. And so when I moved to Chicago, no one knew me as Mermaid Tam. They only knew me as I decided to present myself, which, alhamdulillah, was great. I had already taken my shahada by the time I moved there, and so I was like, ain't nobody gonna see this hair. And they didn't. My coworkers were cool with it. I talked to them about Ramadan while I was there. It was cool, and they were respectful, and if they had any questions, they would say, "Hey, can I ask you something about your religion?" It was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever. I mean, I don't promise I'll have an answer, but I'll do my best." And then when I moved back to Minnesota last July, coming up on a year ago, it was different. Coming back to live in my parents' house, the house I grew up in, and to be Muslim in my room. I had to find a place to put my prayer rug, which is like right by the door, because that's actually the Qibla right there, in that direction. And so it was different. It was different, and I felt almost like a poser for a few months, right? I felt like I was back in my childhood room, and I was posing as a Muslim, because I felt kind of out of place. But alhamdulillah, I feel more at home in my home now and in my Muslimy journey. So inshallah that helps. Kind of, like, I didn't jump straight into looking like this, right? I only got rid of my last pair of skinny jeans, which I loved. They were so comfortable. In April April, I want to say. Now I have a pair of boyfriend jeans that are my favorite jeans ever. If you're looking for something that's a little more modest fit, totally check out boyfriend jeans or boyfriend fit pants. They're like, they fit okay in the waist, but they're a little looser throughout the legs and stuff. So that may be something you're interested in. Okay? And yes, that's me. So it took me a year to start wearing hijab, as in a scarf on my head. And I even just wore turbans. It took another year for me to wear, almost another whole 2 years. So a total of 3 years to get rid of all of my skinny jeans and like super tight fitting clothes. And I'm still a work in progress, right? Like, I don't just wear abayas all day. Not that that is my personal goal or anything like that. But, you know, set yourself small goals. You know, things that you can meet in reasonable amounts of time to reach you towards your larger goal. If your larger goal is to be a niqabi, you know, set smaller goals. Set your first smaller goal to be like, okay, I'm going to cover my hair all the time. The next one is, okay, I'm going to start wearing, you know, more loose fitting clothes. Okay, I'm going to start wearing hijab that covers my head and neck all the time. Okay, next I'm going to purchase some niqabs and get comfortable in that. And then, you know, your last step might just be to step outside the house in niqab and be comfortable and be awesome. MashaAllah, you did it. So that's this video. That's how I changed. And the major reminder for this is, it's a process. Just keep moving forward and make sure you make good intentions and you do things for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's all I have for this video. And inshallah, I'm sorry I rambled a bit. I know I rambled. But inshallah, I'll see you in my next video. Salaam and toodles, humans.